everyone, welcome back to the Altenew YouTube channel. It's Erica with you today, and today we're gonna look at the modern leaf background press plate. It's got a beautiful pattern and it also has coordinating and layering stencils, so you can either get one of these products or both. I mean, I would say both. You can actually use the stencils on their own and they will create the full pattern of the leaf and the branches. But today we're going to use the press plate first, and then we're going to add color with the layering stencils. So on my BetterPress platform that you can see in the background here, I have got what I call my little cleanup saver, I guess. It is just a sheet of acetate with a little bit of washi tape on it so I can see where it is. And I put this on my BetterPress platform because I don't like it to get dirty. I'm one of those weirdos, yes, that I like my things to look pristine and mint condition, so this helps me with that. We are going to go for a very soft look for our first card. So this is limestone ink, and we are going to rub this all over our press plate. And then we are going to take a piece of cardstock. So this is just normal cardstock. I think it's Nina cardstock. And we're going to secure it to our press plate with a little bit of washi tape there. Then we're going to put our lid on, and then we're going to bring out our die cutting machine, and we're going to run this whole sandwich through. And it's going to create a beautiful pattern for us to have as our base for our first card. So we are going to lift the lid and we're going to do a little reveal. And look how pretty that is. It's soft, it's pretty, and it's just so pretty. So pretty. But we're going to do another one. Yes, we are. And this time we are going to use a firefly ink directly onto this. So we're going to have a light gray and a green background. Now, I am fairly sure, I would say, back in the day when Altenew started making their inks and things, that they were not thinking like, oh, it's there's this invention coming back, you know, and we need to make sure our inks are ready for that. But these inks work with every press plate that I have tried it with so far. So you can go to town with color combinations, which just stretches your supply so much more. I am a big fan of that. So okay, we're gonna tune it down a little bit. It's time to take the lid off and look at our second panel, and it is gorgeous. This firefly green has become my go-to green out of all of the Altenew families. I love them. But yes, so we're gonna clean up a little bit here, and then we're gonna move on to our layering stencils. So we are going to start with, so we're just going to do the first layer here. Now, if you do have a stamp wheel that has the sticky mat inside, you can just pop this whole thing in there and use that to like secure your stencil to your paper. But if you don't have a sticky mat of any kind, just do what I did here. Just put a bit of post-it tape or washi tape onto the back of your panel and then stick your stencil down on top, because that way if you have to move the tape, or you know, when you remove it later, you're not going to risk that ripping off any of your colors. So we are going to go for a very kind of yellowy green, I guess, kind of. So I knew I was going to make this a get well card, so this is why I had the idea to do like green and then yellows to kind of, I guess I had bile in mind. I don't know why, but we're gonna go yellowy green for our leaves here all over the place. And then we're going to add some fun interest to this whole panel once we're done with all of the ink blending. But I've gone for a very kind of yellowy undertone, and then we're just going to pop a little bit of that green firefly on top. So the whole point of doing it like in a very random pattern is to make sure that every leaf looks slightly different, because we don't want them all to look the same, do we? That would be kind of boring. And it is almost time for the reveal, and oh, it came out so good. Yay, very happy with that. Now we are going to, of course, clean up a little bit again, and then we're going to move on to our next step. So we're going to finish this one, the coloring on this one first, and then we're going to move on to our second panel. So we're going to take off the washi tape here, and we are going to bring out our metallic watercolors. Yes, we are. Now, you might think that, oh, she's gonna splatter, because I am a bit of a one-trick pony when it comes to that. I cannot lie. But I had a different idea today. Yes, I did. So we're going to use a little bit of the gold, and then we're going to add that to some of the yellow leaves. Not all of them, because we don't want everything to look samey. So we just want to add a little bit of funness and interest and, you know, something different. So this was just kind of like a very random idea, and sorry about my head popping in there. But it came out pretty cool. Yep, I'm happy with how this went. So yes, I can highly recommend trying this again. And maybe you don't even have to do like the ink blending first. You could just go straight to the watercolors, because I mean, it's fun, isn't it? And then you could also use some like greens and turquoises and blues and all sorts for your leaves. You could really go to town and just let your imagination go crazy here. Why not? You know, being creative is supposed to be fun and, you know, kind of see where it takes you. But we are almost finished here, and we're gonna have a little look what it looks like when the light hits, because it's good. I promise you, it is very good. And we're gonna set this aside and let it dry. And while that's drying, we're going to move on to our second panel, or first, I guess. But yes, so we're going to do the same thing here again. We're going to secure it with a little bit of washi tape, and we're going to do this in like real time just to really show you. It's super simple. Put your stencil on your paper first, flip it over, put a bit of washi tape on the sides, on the back, and then it will all stick to the paper basically. Now, it might not come as a shock that we are going to do a rainbow on this one. I am a little bit of a rainbow-aholic. I sometimes have a difficulty sticking to one color, so I'm like, hey, why not use all of them? Because they're all so pretty, right? You know, it makes sense to me. So we're gonna go, so yellowy, blue, green, yellow. Did I say yellow already? So purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, pink. And we're gonna use all of the luscious inks that we have. So our first one was beautiful wisteria, and now we're doing dusk, and then we're gonna go in with firefly. Honestly, this is such a great green. I mean, I am a blue kind of girl. I love blue, but this green, firefly, it works so good. It's beautiful. I love it. Big fan. For the yellow, I've gone with fresh lemon, and it's a beautiful yellow. And I know I keep saying that about all of the colors, but you know. For our orange, we are going to go for amber blaze, and then we are going to finish off with our pink. And that is Puffy Heart. I'm going to say that's probably my most used pink. Well, I'm trying to avoid using the word favorite, because I seem to use that for everything. But here is our finished ink blended panel. And I really think that light gray worked so well with this color combination, because it makes the color stand out, but you still get that look of all of the, like the branches and all the details and things like that. But now we're going to finish this off. So this is going to be a Feel Better card, but we are going to add a little bit of zesty lemon lime glitter washi tape to the bottom of that, just to create a little bit of texture, because that's what I do, right? Layers and textures is kind of my thing, and bling. So many things are my thing. Maybe I'm not so much of a one-trick pony after all. But anyway, we're going to use our grid mat to make sure that we get our washi tapes on relatively straight. We're going to try to space them evenly, and we're going to try to get them on straight. And then we're going to pop our Feel Better Soon sentiment onto the card here. You're actually getting a little bit of a sneak peek of something coming in a few days, because that sentiment is from a stamp set called Sulfur Cosmos, and that is in the July release. Beautiful, fabulous stamp set, so you're definitely not going to want to miss it. It has a lot of big, beautiful sentiments in it, very great font. Huge fan. I love them, and I've used them on a lot of cards. So we are going to pop this up with a little bit of foam tape, because again, textures and layers is what I do. If you are planning on mailing this, I would probably say that you could skip the foam tape here, unless you're planning to send like a little care package or something to somebody who's ill. That could be nice. Cookies, always, you know, an acceptable form of medicine, I think. And so anyway, now I'm thinking about cookies. Okay, we're gonna focus on the crafting. So we're gonna pop this sentiment off to kind of like the right hand corner, and then we're going to add some enamel dots. These are also zesty lemon lime, and I just feel like they were kind of perfect. You know, obviously they match the washi tape and the yellow, so you know, it just all goes really, really well. And I mean, I suppose you could add slightly less than I do. I do tend to go a tiny bit overboard maybe with my embellishments, but it's also one of the things I do. So, you know, you do you take this idea and you make it yours. That's what this whole thing is about, I think, anyway. So add as much bling as I do, or don't. It's up to you. With one last final little enamel dot there, the card is ready, and we are going to move on to our rainbow card. Now this one, we are going to go for a hello, and we're gonna make it sweet. We're gonna make it say, hello, my favorite friend. That's nice, isn't it? I think so. So we're gonna trim this down just a tiny bit, just to kind of, you know, get that skinny white frame around the card once it goes onto the card base. And this one we're gonna pop up with a load of foam tape. So this is the Instant Dimension foam tape, and I cannot tell you how much I love this stuff. I love foam tape. Yes. So we're gonna cover the whole back of this because we're gonna want it to be really nice and flat. So we're gonna create like a little frame, and then we're gonna pop 3 rows of foam tape inside of that, just to make sure that it's really sturdy. And then we're gonna pull off these the backing of this, and today we're gonna be absolute rebels, and we're just gonna stick this down. Normally I add a little bit of liquid glue to the foam tape just to give me that extra few seconds to make sure I get this on straight, but I was feeling out of control wild today, or the day when I made this card, and I just went for it, and it actually worked out. Some days it does, some days it really does not. So, you know, it depends on how the crafting gods are feeling that day, I suppose. But we're gonna stick down our sentiment here right in the middle pretty much, and then our hello is going to be propped up with a little bit of foam tape. So the strip banner has been added with a bit of adhesive glue, like liquid glue, and then the hello is going to be raised up, and then we're gonna add a tiny bit of sparkle again. Yes, so you might have heard me mention or like sing the praises of the Smoky Quartz Gem Sparkle collection and how much I love them and how much I'm obsessed with them. Yeah, hi, hello, I can't be stopped. I love them so much. They are so gorgeous. And these ones are iridescent with kind of like a, I want to say, like a, not pastel-y sparkle bit to it, but there's like a little something in them. They're just, oh, so gorgeous. And they just finished off that card to perfection, I think. I would really like to know what you think. Too much sparkle? Not enough sparkle? Could I have gone bigger? Should I have gone home? I look forward to hearing your comments down below. But that is it from me for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending a bit of crafting shenanigans time with me today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it if you really like it. And don't forget to save it also if you feel like this was some, you know, there was some good ideas in here. I want to try this for myself. I'm here for you. But I will see you very soon again. Bye for now.
Hey there, Lydia here. I really do hope that you've just enjoyed the video. If so, please subscribe to the Altenew YouTube channel. Also, turn on the notification bell so you can get your daily dose of crafty techniques and tutorials just like this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.